Ha ha! Yes! Welcome to Doc Spank and the Funky Toys. I am Doc Spank. These are the Funky Toys.
The Funky Toys!
Funky Toys! How's your world today? Welcome, my little funk darlings, to the Funk Lab, where we're gonna discover everything about the funkiness of things. Okay? 3 things on this channel. Number one. Number one. The number one. Number one. When the world shuts down, what does a touring musician do? Huh? Number two. Two. When the world opens back up, what's a touring musician to do that has changed his whole life? Huh? Number three. Three? What's this modular nonsense I keep hearing about? I thought synthesizers were just synthesizers. What's up with this modular synthesis nonsense? Can a machine be funky? Is modular funky? Huh? Listen, everything on this channel is going to be about trying to find the funkiness in all of it. That's what I do. That's my job, son. This is chess. This ain't checkers. We tried to find the funkiness in all of it. Mozart, funky. Beethoven, funky. Celtic chants, funky. Blues, yes. Gospel, yes. Rock and roll, yes. I'm telling you, we got to go a long way to find something that ain't funky. Odd-metered African click music, yes. Don't try me. I will find the funkiness. I'm an expert. I have expertise. I will bring in the experts. Trust me, this channel will get to the bottom of it. All right? We're going to have a great time. What's the first 3 letters of funk? Yeah. That's what we do. So first things first, since today's show is about the number one, okay? First show of the channel. Show needs a theme song. First theme song I've ever done for myself. Okay? So we're gonna do a logic breakdown of the theme. All right? So no more chit chat. Let's get into it. Let's go.
So basically, this is the breakdown for the theme, Doc Spank and the Funky Toys. I wanted to write something or have something that would say what the show and the channel is about, basically. Okay? So it was very simple to sort of create a narrative based around me. That sounded so selfish. Anyway, what I like to do is, and this is a perfect microcosm, what I like to do is, and it's just 8 bars, so it's not like it's an epic thing. I'll be working on the epic version of this. It'll be out very soon. It's almost done. But this captures it. This is my philosophy, okay? So I started with this MPC track, and it's basically, it's not even a sample. I made a beat in the MPC and then moved it into the DAW and just left it as it is. I treat it as the sample. Instead of trying to find a record or something that would be something you can build around, I create a beat in the MPC and build from there. So this is what it sounds like with just the MPC, kick and clap. And they're together on the same track. It's not a separation thing. It's a core sound. Okay? After that, I added another kick to put a little beef, a little air behind it, a little thickness. It sounds like this. Yeah. You feel that? Just a little air, okay? Now, hi-hats are next. And the way I do hi-hats is I keep it simple because I don't want the hi-hats really to establish any kind of swing or any kind of dominant feel. I want the feel to stay open as long as possible. So I keep the hi-hats real kind of out of the way. It allows the vocals to influence the swing. It allows guitars to influence swing. It allows the keyboards to influence the swing. It's not just always right? Or there's places for that, of course. And you see I've got an eighth note going, but it's so quiet, it's just really helping. So this is what it sounds like with the hi-hat. Okay? So it has a little swing to it, but it's not obtrusive. It's not in the way. It's not saying, hey, everybody, do the swing that I'm doing. It's just helping, okay? It's really just helping. All right, and then of course, then it's back beats. So I like to try to find the thick snare first, and I think there's a little percussion on this as well, because I think I put like a little Minneapolis percussion on it. So this is what that sounds like. Yeah. Real tight and low. A little percussion. All right. And then finally, just an impact and a tail for the snares. My snares are always 2 or 3 snares, right? It's never just a snare. There's like a head, and then there's like the tail, and then there's like the body. So this is what they all sound like together. Right? So it's still simple. It's still straight ahead. It's still just grooving without establishing really like a crazy swing. So then it's simple bass. 2 or 3 notes at the most, and then a riff. I love the funk riff. I use it at bars 4 and 8 a lot. In this particular one, we're doing a riff at bar 4 and bar 8. A riff is something that the entire band plays together, okay? You do your own little thing, you do your part, and then at the riff, we all play it. Sounds like this. This is the bass line. Put some hi-hat in there so you can get the... That's the riff. Kind of parliament-y, funkadelic-ish. Right? It's like it's in the simple. Right? But of course I can't just leave it alone. I have to have a little bit more bubble in the bass. And I love bass players. All my best friends are bass players. Isn't that a strange, awesome phenomenon? All of them. Big shouts to TB, Charles Glenn, and The Rugged. Those are my guys. All right. So I had to put like a little bouncy, fingery bass part. You know, I don't really like to use simulated thump stuff because, you know, come on, man. But finger stuff, there's some amazing instruments out there, and we'll get into it later on the channel and what stuff I use and how I'm making this stuff. All right. But this is the fingered bass with the synth bass. Kind of gives it a Mutron thing, but it's also a counterpoint. Puts some bubble on the bottom instead of a kick drum doing all this stuff. Here we go. Check it out. Lick. Huh. Right? So with that, I'm the kind of piano player that really likes rhythm. I'll be talking about rhythm all the time. Okay? So I put an electric piano part in here that had a real kind of a guitar kind of a vibe to it to go with that bass. And this is what that sounds like. All right? So that just cooks. It just cooks. All right? So now I'll put like a little background synth in there to help it cook even more. And this is what that sounds like. It's just, this is all support stuff. Nothing is really sticking out. It's all just support textures and support rhythms, right? Check it out. This is the bubble. Right? So that's just everything is just kind of, it's kind of simulating guitar if you want to think about it. So I put like it's a little guitar noise in there just to help it cook a little bit more, right? I'm trying to get that. Here we go. See what I'm saying? And just for good measure, I put a little synth bubble in there with it. And I always like to put, it may end up in the final thing, it may not, but I enjoy finding an arpeggiated or sequenced preset and tweak it and distort it and mangle it and just throw it in there, right? So this is that. This is, you know. Okay, so that's the idea of musically. Vocally, I just try to keep it real straight ahead and put the narrative out there of what the channel is all about. This is the sound you came to get down. We make the big noise. Doc Spank and the Funky Toys. All of that. So this is the vocal backgrounds, I guess, or the chorus, or whatever we're calling it. It's the story, right?
Yo, this is the sound. Y'all came to get down, cause we make the big noise. Doc Spank and the Funky Toys. Get on, ow. Yo, this is the sound. Y'all came to get down, cause we make the big noise. Doc Spank and the Funky Toys.
All right, so that's simple, straight ahead, right to the point. And all together, they sound like this. I'm going to do a little bit. I'm probably going to put a few more little vocal things in there before I throw it up. But this is basically it. All right, so check it out. I'll just roll it through once just to give you the one impact feel of it. Ready?
This is the sound. Y'all came to get down, cause we make the big noise. Doc Spank and the Funky Toys. This is the sound. Y'all came to get down, cause we make the big noise. Doc Spank and the Funky Toys.
So we're going to do interviews, we're going to do reviews, we're going to do walkthroughs, we're going to do studio tours, we're going to do collaborations, we're going to do performances, we're going to do live streams. You guys ready? We're going to be looking at it through the funk lens at all times. I believe that I can find funkiness in all music. Okay? That's what I believe. I believe I can find funkiness in all sounds. That's what I believe. Maybe this channel will help me prove that. Oh, it's going to help me prove it. So, y'all ready? Let's go!